Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Stidham and the New York Giants taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
First and 10, here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, but now it's third and goal.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On fourth down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Giants, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues to streak in this game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Check 26, check 26.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Stidham right back to it after the pick 6. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Stidham sets to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Taking it about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Tom Brady sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dalvin Tomlinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. To throw, it's Brady. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle it as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming, oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now it's Stidham. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Brady. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Giants with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Play action. It's Stidham. Stidham hit, and he lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Tom Brady. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Brady to Evans on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tom Brady, of course, a member of the Bucs now, but it was these Giants who were his Super Bowl nemesis. Twice they were able to take down Brady's Pats in Super Bowls 42 and 46. On play action, now Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Succop for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On third down, Stidham. He's going to fire one one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a carry for Bernard. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
The tackle by Leonard.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun now for Brady.
19-yard line.
And this is caught at the 8. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Stidham from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away at his timing.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stidham will throw again. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, Stidham. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He finds Howard complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Operating from the gun, Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half.
Now 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. Ryan Tannehill, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. 20-17, your final. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Matt Ryan leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Off the play fake, here's Stidham. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Stidham on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Stidham throws another interception, his third. Picked off by Levante David. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man, complete. The 30, 20, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brady's pass.
Mike Evans, 87 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Suck up for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New York ready to go again offensively. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 40.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
18-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Stidham first down in the red zone. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well, trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Throwing again here, Stidham. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 31. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's third down.
On third and long, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 38-yard line.
New York set to take the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. But even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. This is Barkley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
So every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And Ingram holds it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Out of the gun, Stidham. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
The The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Stidham. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far.
5-yard line.
Brady will try again on second down. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Complete.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
From the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Brady to Evans on the slant. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Gronkowski out of bounds at the 40.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. After the interception, here's Stidham. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Stidham to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Stidham going back to the air. The quick slant caught. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal at the Buccaneers' 1-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Conversion attempt still to come. Stidham from the shotgun. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The kickoff now all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Shotgun now for Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for only a couple.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gronkowski. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
First down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Suck up on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Suckup's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Giants 31.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants now down by a field goal, and time, a huge factor. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Back to throw. complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 20-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Now Bernard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw, Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Bucs, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.